this is really short. So if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I have been itching to cut my hair, and I finally did it. I do have some regrets, so I do want to share what my hair looks like now, what it was looking like before, what my plans are going forward, and like why I decided to cut so much of it. Anyway, so you guys know that my hair was sitting about waist length, so pretty much about down here, and my crazy self went ahead and chopped it quite short. At least on me. I know it's still gonna appear to be very long, but if you know my shrinkage, this is really short. So anyways, let me show you guys what it looks like. I know that's why you're here. So this is where my hair is sitting now. So like I said, it was sitting down here, stretched, and now it's up here. So it's pretty much full bra strap length. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see. When my hair is in its curly state, it shrinks to about 80%. So you can expect this to shrink to about here. When it was much longer, it shrunk to about my shoulders or so. So, that's the only part that I'm nervous for is the shrinkage when I do decide to wash this. But anyways, let me show you guys what my hair is looking like. So from the side, let me just fix myself. So this is it from the side, and then the back. So you guys can see my bra is about right here, and my hair is like a little bit above bra strap. This is the shortest I've been in a very, very long time. I feel like when I first went natural, it was this length maybe. I think so. Or was it armpit? This is short for me, but there's a reason why I did it. And I actually almost went a lot shorter. Why I did it is I have really thick hair. I mean, you can kind of tell this is it flat ironed. I did it on a temperature 410. I actually was aiming to do a silk press. It didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be more of a fluffy silk press, which seems to be very popular right now. I didn't know it was a thing. I never wanted a fluffy silk press. I like it bone straight, but it didn't come out that way. I have really thick hair, really dense hair, very tightly coiled, kinked, whatever you want to call it, hair. So like type 4 hair. It's a lot. Like when wash day comes, it is a lot. It's a long wash day for me. Even when I go to the salon, I spend a long time there. When wash day comes around, I dread it. I literally dread washing my hair. It just takes so long. So it's long, it's thick, and then there's a ton of shrinkage that comes with it. I was getting tired of just dealing with my hair, and it happens to me every time I get to about waist length that I start not wanting to do my hair, wearing more protective styles, and just getting the itch to cut it. Because it becomes so much easier when I do cut it. My biggest regret with this is that I did not record it. I do have pictures of like how it was before I cut it, and then the process of cutting it, and then of course how it looks now. What happened was I was flattening my hair, wasn't happy with how it was turning out. It was becoming very, very fluffy, and I just got super annoyed. I'm like,
this is why I want to cut my hair. I hate my hair.
As I was flattening it, I'm like, let me look in the mirror and see how much I actually really need to cut. And I'm like, okay, I'll start with 1 inch, but I'll do the rest on camera. So I cut 1 inch. Looked in the mirror again. I'm like, oh, it still looks really bad. I'll just cut 2 inches and then I'll cut the rest on camera. So I cut another inch. And I was like, I don't like how my hair looks. So I just parted down the middle, just like this, grabbed it, and just snipped it away. And after I was done cutting both sides, I was like, shoot, I didn't record this again, because I have a habit of doing this. Every time I do a big cut, I never grab the camera, because so in the moment you just want to get it done and have to get a camera and set up lights and set up a mirror and all this stuff. I may actually stop myself from actually cutting it. So when I'm in that moment and I'm scissor happy and I'm ready to get it done, I just get it done. I don't have time to grab a camera. That's why I cut it. It was just too much. I wanted something new. Probably was bored with my hair, to be honest. And I was using it as a shield. Like a security blanket is how I think I should describe it. I don't know. Also, I want to share something. It's funny that when you feel that you look ugly, other people find you to be very pretty or very attractive. So for example, when I first flattened my hair, I went out to a restaurant to grab something to eat. And the server was like, oh my God, your hair looks so good. And I was just like, I was so taken aback by it because in my mind, I felt like my hair looked really, really ugly because it was so poofy and it was not the look that I was going for. But it's funny that in that moment, it was just like, wow, my hair actually looks good. Like someone actually thinks my hair looks good and I'm sitting here thinking, ugh, my hair looks so bad right now. But yeah, it's funny how you could feel so shitty or so down about whatever your appearance, and in someone else's eyes, you look really, really good. And my plans going forward with my hair is to maintain or upkeep with trims. It's not something that I'm good at remembering to do because my hair is tucked away all the time. Mini twists for very long times. I'm in braids for long periods. So, I always forget to trim my hair. The plan is to put in a calendar, like every 3 to 4 months is to trim my hair. So that way, when I do get to waist length, my ends aren't knotty. I don't have a ton of split ends. And that's what happens. And that's pretty much what happens to me every single time, is that I get to waist length and it's just full of single strand knots. The ends are breaking because I'm not taking care of it. And then I end up having to just chop it very short in my eyes. Going forward, I really want to play with my hair a little bit more, do a lot more natural hairstyles. I don't know how long I plan to keep it straight. I don't know how long this is going to last me because it's so fluffy. I don't think it's going to last too long. The goal is to keep it this way for at least a month. When I do get it done professionally, I'm able to go about 2 months. 2 months is very long, and it's pushing it. I really do push or stretch my silk press when I get it done professionally. But when I do it at home, it only lasts about 4 weeks before it really starts to look greasy and weighed down and my scalp is just on fire. I don't know what it is about going to the salon and getting it done by somebody else, why I'm able to make it last so long. You guys ask me that all the time. How do you go 2 months without hair getting weighed down or having to wash it or whatever? I don't know. I really don't. I don't do anything different. I don't know what products they're using, but it just lasts such a long time. For anyone that is thinking about cutting their hair, I say do it. I'm not saying go super short, but I'm saying get rid of the thin split ends, get rid of the see-through hair. If you want to do it yourself, do that. I probably will need a professional at some point. But I think I did a pretty decent job. It's hard to tell because my hair is so fluffy and then I had it in like these 2 little buns. So it's not like perfectly straight. But for the most part, the brush and the comb, they glide through no problem. Like I don't see any breakage or anything like that. I will say after I flattened my hair, the amount of breakage that I was getting was crazy. My hair was just breaking off. And that's how I knew it was time for me to just let it all go. I'm able to run a comb through my hair without little tiny pieces of hair falling off. If I do have hair that falls out, it's shedded hair with the little white bulb on the end. I think overall, it looks pretty good. I do wish that I had some layers in the middle section because now my hair is very heavy. And it's fine when it's straight, but once it's curly, this middle section is going to be the same length as the back and there's going to be no shape to my hair. So maybe at some point I may go to hairstylists and get them to cut this middle section a little bit so that way I have a little bit of layers, a little bit of volume here. For right now, I think it's fine. I'm just going to leave it the way that it is and just enjoy it because I don't do this very often. I do it about every October, so once a year. And I only keep it for about a month. So I do want to try some flexi rods in this, like 3. 1 at the center, 2 on the sides. I'm seeing a lot of girls do it. If I find a video of what I'm talking about, I will show you guys. It's like this very bouncy, voluminous hairstyle. I don't think I have the flexi rods to do it. Actually, maybe I do. So they usually use like these jumbo size flexi rods. So I may be able to do it. We'll see. So like this size, and you just roll up your hair and then keep it in overnight, release it, and then you get like these beautiful big curls. So I may actually try to do that when my hair gets a little bit older. Right now I'm just enjoying the soft wave that I have. I don't know, what do you guys think? How does it look? It's super thick. Like, oh my goodness, it is so thick. And I don't know if I've ever seen all of my hair being the same length. There's no shape to this hair. 0. Everything is the exact same length. I may not look it because some of them are kind of curled, but everything's the same length. So it's sitting at pretty much armpit in the front. And like just touching bra strap. So before I end this video, what videos would you guys like to see featuring, I guess, this fluffy silk press? For example, how I maintain my hair at night, how I work out with straight hair. Is there any styles that you guys want me to do? Let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions or you want to leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.